A Nanaimo man is facing driving under the influence charges after blowing 3 times over the legal limit. Witnesses say the man was swerving all over the road and even caused a crash. And once RCMP caught up with the intoxicated driver, they found his 5-year-old son in the back seat.
Carl Steele has been driving for 40 years and never has he seen another driver swerve all over the road as he did this past weekend.
I thought he was going to hit another vehicle and cause a bad accident.
Steele and his wife were heading home shortly after midnight Sunday morning when they saw a black Honda Civic. It was swerving side to side on this section of McGirr Road, so they called 911 and followed it for close to 10 minutes.
Nothing was consistent. He was all over the road and he was speeding from, basically sitting in the middle of the road not moving to moving at a pretty good clip. And we witnessed him hit a curb and miss a turn and bump into a sign.
And then at the intersection of Uplands and Hammond Bay Road, the Honda Civic collided with an SUV.
That vehicle pulled off to the side and then he took off through a red light and fled from that little incident.
The Steeles followed the car to this home. RCMP arrived soon after and say in the driver's seat they found a highly intoxicated 38-year-old man. And in the back seat they found his 5-year-old son.
The male was arrested for impaired driving. He was taken back to the office and provided 2 breath samples. He blew 230 and 240, which is 3 times the legal limit. So extremely disconcerting to find a son in a situation like this, and the propensity for injury was so high given the fact he was on the wrong side of the road for over 10 minutes.
The man sobered up in RCMP cells and they released him the next day. At the man's home, his mother, who is taking care of her 5-year-old grandson, says what's happened is out of character, and she wonders why others at the house party allowed him to drink and drive.
It's not like my son to drink and to drive. This is a weak, reason to blame other people, but on the other hand, there were some other people. No one stopped him. If it was in my home, I would grab the keys, I would lay on the road and say, no, never leave my house with being drunk with a kid,
The 38-year-old faces charges of driving while impaired and driving while over the legal limit. His first court date is March 6th. His Civic is not at the house because it's being repaired.